The crystal glasses clinked as Mark raised his wine for another toast. To success, he beamed. Across the table his mother Linda nodded approvingly. Anna, seated at the head of her beautifully decorated dining table, smiled mechanically, her face aching from hours of forced politeness. My name is Anna, she thought, and tonight will be the last time I ever play the perfect corporate wife. Mark turned to her, lifting his glass again. And to my beautiful wife, he slurred slightly, who just plays on her little computer all day while I bring home the real bacon. Laughter rippled around the room. Anna caught Linda's smug smirk as she dabbed her mouth with a gold-trimmed napkin, custom embroidered by Anna herself. She took a long sip of the $200 Cabernet, her mind already far away from the false smiles around her. Linda leaned in, adjusting her diamond bracelet. Well, dear, she said, at least you keep yourself presentable. That counts for something when representing the Brooks family name. Anna sipped her wine slowly. She remembered that she had paid for everything tonight. The Wagyu beef, the imported cheeses, the flowers, even the catering that cost more than Mark's entire monthly paycheck. Her phone buzzed softly on her lap. A notification lit up. Client invoice cleared, $127,500. Anna nearly laughed. Instead, she watched Mark retell another exaggerated story about his executive decision at the pharmaceutical company. The same story he'd told 3 times before, each time making himself look more important. Anna, honey, Mark's sister Janet called from across the room. Could you get us some more of that delicious dessert wine? Anna rose gracefully, her Louboutin heels clicking on the polished floor. She passed through her sparkling kitchen, the marble countertops spotless, the recessed lights reflecting off their surfaces. As she reached for another bottle of wine, she heard Mark's voice drift clearly. Sometimes I worry about her, he said, fake concern dripping from his words. All day on that computer making her little designs. Thank God I can support us properly. Linda agreed without hesitation. A woman needs structure. Maybe if you'd given her children, she'd have real purpose. Anna smiled coldly to herself as she returned with the wine. She unlocked her phone and with a few taps, initiated the transfer she and Sophie had planned for months. Returning to the table, she caught Jason, Mark's younger brother, studying her closely. He had always been the perceptive one. Too bad, Anna thought, he'd have to go down with the rest of them. Raising her glass, she interrupted the conversation. A toast, she announced. The room fell silent, startled. To family, she said, locking eyes with Linda. And to karma. A few nervous chuckles rose. Honey, Mark said, his tone forced, you're not usually so philosophical. I've been thinking, Anna replied softly, about choices, consequences, and the future. Linda's eyes narrowed suspiciously. Are you feeling quite all right, dear? Never better, Anna said, her voice clear as she poured wine into their glasses. Another buzz on her phone. Transfer complete. Mark loosened his tie and leaned back in his chair. Speaking of good news, he said proudly, the company's considering me for director of operations. Anna smiled sweetly. When did they tell you that? Just yesterday, Mark winked at his mother. Top secret. Anna sipped her wine. That's fascinating, she said innocently. I had lunch with Rachel from your HR department last week. She mentioned they already filled that position internally. The room froze. Mark's hand shook slightly. You had lunch with Rachel? Oh yes, Anna said, her smile growing wider. We had a very interesting conversation about a lot of things. Mark's face twitched, but he forced a laugh. Well, good for them, he muttered, reaching for his glass. Linda stared at Anna, her gaze sharp. But Anna didn't care anymore. By tomorrow morning none of them would. She let the evening pass in a blur of polite conversations, hidden smiles and sidelong glances. As the last guest left, Mark cornered her in the kitchen, the smell of wine heavy on his breath. What the hell was that with Rachel? He snapped under his breath. Just making conversation, dear, Anna said sweetly as she loaded the dishwasher. You should get some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be eventful. Mark stumbled slightly, confused and frustrated. You're acting weird. Am I? Anna smiled as she clicked the dishwasher shut. I'm just finally being myself. Anna watched as Mark staggered upstairs. She leaned against the kitchen counter, taking in the sight of her pristine home, the last performance as Mrs. Brooks. Her phone buzzed again, A message from Sophie. Everything's ready. Anna smiled to herself. At 7:23 a.m., while sipping coffee on the balcony of her new penthouse, Anna watched Mark's name flash across her phone screen. She let it go to voicemail. Then 6 more missed calls followed in rapid succession. Calmly, she forwarded them all to Sophie, who would handle any harassment reports. Meanwhile, Mark would be discovering a few surprises. His wife gone, closets empty, and most importantly, their joint bank accounts drained. Anna's phone buzzed again, this time a call from Chloe. She picked up. "Holy crap, Anna," Chloe gasped. "Linda's losing her mind." "What did you do?" Anna laughed lightly. "What I should have done years ago." Chloe whispered, "Mark's threatening to call the police. Linda's screaming about the family reputation." "Let them call whoever they want," Anna replied calmly, pouring herself another cup of coffee. "Everything I did was legal." The doorbell rang. "That's probably Sophie with the paperwork," Anna said. "Want to come over and watch the fireworks?" 20 minutes later, Chloe sat on Anna's new sofa, stunned, while Sophie spread out thick legal documents across the coffee table. "Jesus," Chloe whispered as she scanned the paperwork. "You've been planning this?" "For years," Anna said, signing where Sophie pointed. "Every time Mark joked about my little computer games, I transferred another chunk to my private account. Every time Linda belittled my work, I documented another asset." Sophie, ever professional, flipped open another folder. "We also found something else," she said. "You need to see this." She laid out bank statements showing large cash withdrawals from the joint account. Over $50,000 siphoned out by Mark in small increments to avoid raising suspicion. Chloe's mouth dropped open. "He's been stealing from you?" "From both of us," Sophie said grimly. Anna's phone buzzed again. "Linda." She declined the call without hesitation. "She's going to show up," Chloe warned. "Let her," Anna said coolly. "Security's ready." Turning back to Sophie, Anna asked, "What else did you find?" Sophie pulled up a tablet. "Hotel charges. Same hotel, same day every week. Guess who signed the restaurant receipts?" Anna leaned in. Rachel's signature was clear as day. Chloe let out a low whistle. "The same Rachel you had lunch with?" Anna nodded. "The same HR Rachel handling all those special projects Mark kept bragging about." Her phone buzzed again. This time Jason's name appeared. She hesitated, then answered. "Jason could be useful." "Anna," Jason's voice came through. "Mark's losing it. Says you emptied the accounts." "I only took what was legally mine," Anna said calmly. "My business earnings, my inheritance. You know, the money from my little computer games." Jason hesitated. "Listen, there are things you should know about his department. Like unauthorized withdrawals, hotel meetings with Rachel." Anna smiled slightly. "How much do you know?" "Enough to start," Jason said carefully. "Meet me for coffee," Anna offered. "Send me the details," he replied. After hanging up, Anna turned to Chloe and Sophie. "Ladies, I think we just found ourselves some ammunition." Later that afternoon, Anna met Jason at Capital Coffee. The place buzzed with energy, but Jason looked cautious as he slid into the booth across from her. "You look good," he said. "Freedom suits me," Anna replied, pushing a coffee toward him. "Let's skip small talk. What do you know?" Jason leaned in. "Mark's been inflating contracts, approving fake vendor deals and getting kickbacks." Anna's eyebrows lifted. "Go on." "All the paperwork goes through Rachel's desk," Jason said. "And guess who handles the payouts when vendors get caught? Rachel's sister, Samantha, a corporate lawyer." Anna sipped her latte thoughtfully. It was a perfect storm of fraud and cover-ups. Jason pulled out his phone and showed Anna documents, emails, spreadsheets, receipts. "I've been collecting evidence for months," he said, "waiting for the right time." "And now?" Anna asked. "Now I think we can help each other," Jason said smoothly. "You want revenge. I want Mark's position." Anna's phone buzzed. A voicemail from Linda. He played it for Jason. "Anna, stop this nonsense. You're embarrassing the family. Fix this now." Jason's face hardened. "Mom's always protected him," he muttered. "Not anymore," Anna said, standing. "Send me everything you have." "And Jason?" "Yeah. Don't warn him." Anna returned to her penthouse where Chloe and Sophie were waiting. You're not going to believe this, Chloe said, bouncing with excitement. Tell her, Sophie, she urged. Sophie pulled up an email chain. Remember those hotel meetings? They weren't just about the affair. Rachel met with vendors there too. Big 3-person dinners all billed to Mark's corporate card. Anna shook her head, amused. The idiot left a paper trail. Sophie smiled. And the next meeting is scheduled for tonight. Perfect, Anna said, pulling out her laptop. She had just finished drafting an email to the company's board of directors, complete with all the juicy evidence. Anna clicked send, her heart steady. You're actually doing it, Chloe whispered, wide-eyed. You're taking them all down. Not just Mark, Anna said, standing up. The whole corrupt system. Her phone rang. Mark's office number. Anna put it on speaker. Anna, Mark's voice cracked with panic. We need to talk. Please. About what? Anna asked sweetly. The fake contracts, the kickbacks, or the hotel meetings with Rachel. Silence. How do you know all this? Mark stammered. Anna smiled coldly. I told you, Mark. I wasn't just playing on my computer all day. Please, he begged. Check your email, Anna said, ending the call without another word. Mark's voice didn't call again after that. Anna turned back to Chloe and Sophie, calm and collected. Security called, Sophie said. Linda's on her way up. Anna wasn't worried. She poured herself a glass of wine and sat by the window, watching Linda's black Mercedes pull into the visitor parking. From 15 floors up, Anna could still see the anger in her stiff posture. You want us to stay? Chloe asked. No, Anna said quietly. This needs to be just me and her. Moments later, a sharp knock sounded at the door. 3 quick, demanding raps. Anna opened it, smiling coolly. Come in, Linda, she said. We have so much to discuss. Linda stepped into the penthouse, eyes blazing. You ungrateful little. Sit down, Anna interrupted smoothly, gesturing to the living room. You'll want to see this. Documents were already laid out neatly on the coffee table. Linda snatched one up, reading, her face going pale. These are fake, she snapped. Really? Anna said, sipping her wine. Look closer. Bank statements. Corporate emails. Contracts approved by Mark. Linda's hands trembled as she flipped through the evidence. This can't be, she whispered. It is, Anna said calmly. Every dollar Mark stole. Every bribe. Every lie. And the family's investment money? Linda asked, her voice breaking. Gone, Anna confirmed. Thanks to Mark. And Rachel. Linda sank into the sofa, her strength leaving her. How much? She whispered. At least 2 million, Anna said. Maybe more. And your precious family name is all over it. Linda covered her mouth with her hand, her gold bracelet catching the light. I trusted him, she said softly. You trusted the image, Anna corrected. Not the truth. Her phone buzzed. A message from Sophie. Board meeting in progress. Mark's been called in. Would you like a drink? Anna asked kindly. Scotch. Neat, Linda croaked, looking around the penthouse as if seeing the world for the first time. As Linda drained her drink, Anna leaned forward. You knew, didn't you? Anna said quietly. You knew Mark was lying. Just like you knew about your own husband's crimes. Linda looked up, defeated. I thought I could fix it. Protect the family. You didn't protect the family, Anna said. You protected the lies. Another buzz. Jerome's text. Mark just got escorted out. Board suspended him. Anna smiled slightly. It's over, Linda, she said. There's no hiding anymore. No protecting him. Linda's phone buzzed. Mark's name flashed on the screen. Don't answer it, Anna warned. Tears welled in Linda's eyes. I won't, she whispered. As Linda left, shoulders heavy with defeat, Anna turned to Chloe and Sophie. It's not over yet, Anna said. What do you mean? Chloe asked. Anna opened an email from Rachel. Evidence attached. Toxic waste. Illegal dumping. Cover-ups. Mark's crimes went far beyond money and affairs. They poisoned entire communities. This is bigger than revenge, Anna said grimly. It's about justice. They had no choice now. They had to expose everything. Anna stood by her window watching the city below. Storm was coming. And this time, it would wash away every lie, every secret, every fake smile. For good. That night, Anna met with Rachel in secret. Rachel's hands shook as she spread the photos across the table. Mark's department, Rachel whispered. They were supposed to dispose of failed trial medications safely. But instead they dumped them illegally, Sophie finished grimly. Anna stared at the photos. Barrels being loaded into rivers, into forests. Communities poisoned. Children sick. Families destroyed. Anna's stomach twisted. This wasn't just about revenge anymore. It was about saving lives. We have to go public, Chloe said fiercely. We will, Anna promised, her voice shaking with fury. Jason confirmed the worst. Mark's been covering this up for years, he said, sliding more files across the table. And not just him, Sophie added. His father too. Decades of lies. Anna's heart broke for the innocent people affected. No more hiding, she said. Sophie nodded. Environmental crimes investigators are already moving in. Rachel's testimony helped. Good, Anna said. Her phone buzzed again. Another text from the news outlet. Scandal spreads. More executives implicated. Class action lawsuits forming. Anna smiled grimly. It had begun. The courtroom was packed as Anna took the stand. Mark sat at the defendant's table, a broken man. Anna spoke clearly and calmly, laying out every crime, every lie. Fake contracts. Illegal dumping. Corporate fraud. Generations of hidden crimes. The judge listened intently. The prosecutors nodded with every word. Mark's lawyer tried to twist Anna's testimony into revenge, jealousy, bitterness. But Anna stayed strong. This isn't about revenge, she said. It's about truth. About justice. When Rachel took the stand after Anna, there was no saving Mark. No saving the Brooks family name. Not anymore. The final blow came when Jason testified. He connected Mark's crimes directly to their father's old practices. 3 generations of lies. 3 generations of poison. Mark was sentenced to 25 years without parole. Linda sold the family mansion. The money was donated to build treatment centers for the poisoned families. Justice wasn't just about punishment. It was about repair. It was about healing the broken pieces. As Anna stood outside the courthouse, Chloe hugged her tightly. You did it, Chloe whispered. No, Anna corrected. We did it. Months later, Anna stood at the grand opening of the new treatment center. The sign read, Brooks Family Healing Foundation. She watched as children ran across the grass, their laughter filling the air. Linda stood beside her, humbled and silent. Jason spoke with reporters telling the full story. Rachel started a non-profit for corporate whistleblowers. Sophie managed the victims' fund. Chloe stood proudly at Anna's side. You changed everything, Chloe whispered. Anna smiled, feeling peace for the first time. No more invisibility, Anna said quietly. No more pretending. No more lies. The past was over. The future was clean. Finally. Moral lesson. When people dismiss your strength, they only blind themselves to the truth you see. True power lies not in appearances but in courage. The courage to expose lies, stand for justice, and break the cycle of silence no matter how deep it runs.